We've all had to endure that boss before, you know, that boss, mad, horrid, sleazy in some cases. Most of the time, they're not all at once, but, you know,
sometimes they are. Horrible Bosses 2 follows 3 employees so fed up with upper management that they decide to start their own business. It's also the first sequel that Jennifer Aniston has ever done in her entire career. Our movie man, Jason Jabba Davis, had a special chance to sit down with the whole cast. Let's have a look. Let's have a look.
It's felt like a year of sequels, from epics like Transformers to family favourites like How to Train Your Dragon. Hollywood has been ravenous in rebooting its success stories. But comic sequels can be tough because essentially you're asking audiences to laugh twice at the same joke. 22 Jump Street managed it, but what about Horrible Bosses 2 in cinemas this week? As newcomer Christoph Waltz says, it's all about the cast.
You need somehow, you know, some ballast. So you need a straight man in a comedy. You need someone serious. And it's the supporting character in the true sense of the word, because it supports what the 3 stars do.
There they are. They're my shower buddies.
I'll place the initial order of 100,000 units.
100,000 shower buddies.
If Christoph is the ballast, shower buddies Jason Bateman, Jason Sudeikis and Charlie Day are the stars.
You know, so many comedies come out, they're not funny. Do you think you guys all have, you know, great reputation in comedy? You've done a lot of comedies. Do you think comedy is the hardest genre to get right in a film?
Gosh, I haven't done enough of the other. I could see it being difficult because there's so much subjectivity towards what people find funny, and then maybe that's what lends itself to being difficult.
Oh, that was embarrassing. We're trying to do a super cool slow-mo walk, guy.
Come on, man.
Easy. No, it's over. Let's go.
Where you going, Nick?
Moronic idea.
On, man.
Sometimes the comedies are difficult only because I think, as Jason was saying, there's not a lot of dispute about what is real and what isn't real. But you can have a pretty good disagreement about what is funny and what isn't funny. People have different flavors of that, but there's really only one flavor of what's real.
Sex addiction that we cannot change.
A sex addiction? Found this gentleman out in your hall.
Would you like to share with us?
Just been getting together with the guys, chugging one after the other.
He thinks it's an AA meeting.
So your sexual addiction, it's homosexual in nature.
My sex addiction is, and then what did you say?
I think comedy is I do think it's hard. But if you come from the truth, if you're always stemming from, you know, a truthful place in that character, be it a crazy sex-addicted dentist or a, you know, dying cancer patient, you know, I mean, I'm sure there's humor everywhere.
One thing's for certain, in the age of social media and instant online feedback, it's the audience who has the last laugh.
But it's all about the truth.
Yeah, it's about the truth. I'm not sure the audiences are having the last laugh. Horrible Bosses 2 getting slammed by critics. I really enjoy this. I think it is, when you look at something that's a barrel of laughs, it's not a barrel full of laughs, about 60% full.
Okay, well, that's all right.
3 stars for Horrible Bosses 2.
That's a bit disappointing for Mon, who rated Horrible Bosses 1 better than Citizen Kane.
Yeah, I don't think it's as good as the first one, but it is very funny. Something I wanted
to... my English patient. Horrible Bosses 1.
It's worth a look. Something that you should try and catch. This isn't officially out until Boxing Day, but Boxing Day sees movies like Big Hero 6, The Hobbit, Night at the Museum, Secret of the Tomb. So there's 6 films out on Boxing Day. This one's having sneak peeks. It's Bill Murray as a really unlikable, grumpy guy called Vincent. He's living by himself when Melissa McCarthy and her son move in next door, and hilarious comedy ensues in a heartwarming sense. This is a real unlikely film this year. Thoroughly enjoyable. Naomi Watts is unbelievable as a pregnant Russian dancer, and she basically watched YouTube clips to get the accent right, and then went and hung out at spas where lots of Russian women were to get their mannerisms.
And Melissa McCarthy,
she's brilliant.
So
yeah, I mean, I love her.
Yeah.
You know, I love her.
So it's the heartwarming story of a misanthropic Vietnam vet who thought that life was dull, but one little kid had other ideas.
He basically switches his heart back on, in the sense that some things have happened to Vincent, and they're obviously revealed in the film, and you understand why he's such a grumpy old bastard.
Yeah, right.
He's really unlikable, but this kid is beautiful.
Is this one that you know, kids of a certain age might enjoy themselves? Or
I think so. I mean, he's a punky little kid, so I'd certainly take my teenage kids to see it.
Is it sort of as good as it gets?
I mean,
Not-
well, Jack
movie
Nicholson
with
wasn't
Jack Nicholson.
That was
misanthropic.
Horrible Bosses 1. That's as good as it gets.
I think it's a fantastic film. 4 stars for St Vincent. It is screening now. It's not officially released to Boxing Day, but you should be able to see it in sneak
The
peeks.
kid doesn't make it onto the poster.
Well, you kind of look. They're the stars. The kid's not a draw. Naomi Watts, Melissa McCarthy, and Bill Murray. They sell tickets.
Well, he's a draw for his parents.
He
You know,
is.
that's
yeah,
why
but
they
they
go.
probably
You
get
said
free
he was a
tickets.
punky
We're trying to
little
sell
kid.
tickets here. That's the goal. And as I like to say, have a very Murray Christmas.
I see what you did there.
That's good. That was actually from the film company.
Goodwill to all mankind.
Thank you, Jack.
Definitely worth seeing. Thanks, guys. Next week, the big movies of Boxing Day. We'll take a look at The Hobbit and Big Hero 6.
Oh, it was so lovely to have you back in the studio.
So great to be
Until
here.
that little last bit.
Oh, you've got to have dad jokes.
That was up there with the best of them.
Thanks,
Don't
Jazz.
go anywhere. Weekend Sunrise is back in a moment.